welcome to Tamara's Lunchbox, Tuesday edition. We got 3 days left. And then we get a holiday weekend. Yeah, I like holiday weekends. You get more time off, you get an extra day. You can do what you want. Of course, I have fun anyway, whatever I'm doing. Okay. I have some Cool Ranch Doritos. I have my M&Ms again. I didn't bring them yesterday. I don't know if you noticed that, but I didn't have them. And bring it down a little bit. There you go. I have a turkey sandwich. Yum, yum, yum. You know what? I'm gonna get me a plate. Get my little plate to have my lunch on. So how are y'all doing today? Doing good? I'm doing good. Doing pretty good. I'm still tired this morning, so I didn't make it to the gym. I just didn't sleep real good last night. We went to bed. I got into bed this time, but I just didn't sleep real good. So I'm gonna put a few of these on my plate. So for the picture, we can see what's going on. Turkey sandwich and Doritos. There it is. Yum, yum, yum. Okay. What are you having today? That sounds yummy. I just done something quick. And my sandwich is on honey wheat, Nature's Own brand. And that is smoked turkey. That's what it says, something like that. Oven roasted turkey, that's what it is, oven roasted. So, pretty tasty. I got a little story for you. You know, I've told you that Brian and I have been going to the gym since 2016 in the mornings. And I've told you that after the wedding, I kind of went, I'd rather sleep in. Well, it all started because I got jet lag coming back home from Vegas. That's where it all started. Anyway, so I would go, but it was hit or miss. It just wasn't not every morning like I was doing leading up to the wedding. Well, then we know the pandemic hit and gyms closed. So when they opened back up of September 2020, we went back a few times. And there again, I still didn't go every morning, but I did go. People knew I belonged to Brian, okay? So, ever since they opened back up, there's been new people. Like the morning crowd that we had before March of 2020, about half came back. Some didn't, some did, you know, that kind of thing. And some just go at a different time. We'll see them if, like, we go later in the morning. Like when we're off work or something like that, especially through the week, because I don't think, a couple of them don't come on the weekends, no matter if it was later or earlier, they don't come. So, we've seen basically everybody since it all opened back up. Well, like I said, there's been new people. Before my diagnosis and my surgery and all that, I would work out with Brian. We would work the same machines. He would just have a heavier weight than I do. Duh. Well, but like I said, you knew we were together. We come in together, we leave together. That kind of thing. So, Sunday, we were there. I don't know her name. I've said hey to her, but I've never talked to her. But she went up and talked to Brian. And I'm on the elliptical machine. And I'm watching Dallas, because that's what I do. I put on a Dallas show, and I'm up to season 10 now. Am I in 10? Yeah, I'm in 10. I'm in season 10 now, so moving right on up. Anyway, so I put a show on, and that's what I'm listening to and watching. Well, it went to a commercial, because the app that it's on, it has little breaks, about 2-3 breaks during the show. When they show a commercial or advertisement, whatever you want to call it, I look up. I look up at the TVs. I look to see where Brian is, just to see what he's working, because I don't get to do all that stuff yet. You know, I'm doing some, but I'm not at the level I used to be. So I was just seeing what he was doing. Well, I see her standing there talking to him. He was working legs. And I see her nodding her head. You know, she's just... So, I get done with the elliptical, and they're done talking. She's moved on, you know, whatever. And it's on the ride home. I said, "What did she say to you?" Because I mean, they were talking. They wasn't no hey and moving on. This was a conversation. So I was like, "What did she say to you?" And she asked him, "Is that your wife that comes with you, or a family member?" So Brian says, "My wife." She said, "Oh, well, I didn't know if she was a family member." Call me a family member one more time. It's not going to be pretty. I'm not a family member. And there was another one I was watching on YouTube. She goes to the gym with her brother. Well, the people that are there, they didn't know who she was. She said they come up with flirt with him and they just talk to him and they just get his attention. And she's like, now they don't know I'm his sister. They don't have a clue, but it's like, really? I'm standing right here, because apparently they do kind of like what me and Brian were doing, going from staying at the same machine, you know, so they're not distancing yourself. You're not on one end of the gym and the other one's on the other end, whatever, you know, it's not the case. You're right there with each other. And they just come right, she said they ignore me. They don't talk to me. Oh. And Brian said, yeah, I told her that you had surgery, so you were recovering and weren't able to lift weights like you used to. And she was, oh, I'm sure she cared. But anyway, so but I told Brian, I said, she knows I'm your wife. She'd known that from before, when I was coming back after the pandemic, when it opened back up, she showed up. She's known that. She's been told I was your wife before. But called me a family member. Yeah. But they are something else. And there's another one that we see in the mornings. She's only looking for one person. And when she finds him, she goes right over to him. She does whatever he's doing, you know, all that. I'm like, my thing is, you have to respect. You know, and that's the problem with a lot of women. They don't respect that there's a girlfriend, there's a wife. Doesn't matter to them. And you have to do that, because that's not your place. There's not an open door there. Or it shouldn't be. But we had one time. I think that's back when we were still going in the afternoons. I'm pretty sure. Or we went later on a Saturday. I want to say that was a Saturday for some reason. Anyway. It was one in there. I'd never met her. I mean, I didn't know who she was. But she knew who all the men were. She knew every one of them. And she was standing there talking like this. Well, me and Brian come up. And we come up this way to them. She's right here. So we come up this way. So Brian's here and I'm here. And he says, forget her name. I always forget her name because I'll bring her up every now picking on Brian. I forget her name. Anyway, he says, this is my wife, Tamara. Oh, y'all, I kid you not. I kid you not. We're standing like this, okay? She looks me up and down first, turns her back to me so that I get pushed out of the little ring she's making. So now she's standing in between Brian and the other guy. I just looked at Brian. Time to go. And so we walked off and he was like, I had never seen that happen. I thought, oh, you women made that up. No, we don't make that up. We know exactly when it happens. We know we've been looked up and down, but she didn't even try and hide it. Didn't even try and hide it. And I was just like, whoa. Okay. She doesn't come anymore. I think I have to ask Brian, but I'm pretty sure that's the last time we saw her. So she doesn't come in the mornings. But I was just like, oh, okay. I didn't want to meet you anyway. That's fine. But yeah, it was funny. And I pick on him all the time. We bring that up. Talking about it. Because he did. He was just like, I just thought that was something made up. And you women make up. No. He says the first time I'd ever seen it live. He said, cause I had always heard, why'd she look at me like that? Not coming from me, but ex-girlfriends, you know, because I don't really, I see it, but I don't know. I just don't, it doesn't bother me for whatever reason. He's like, I've had, you know, why'd she look at me like that? She looked me up and down. No, she didn't. She didn't pay you, you know, But he saw that day. She looked me up and down and then turned her back to me. Pushed me right out of the little circle that was forming. It's okay. But it is so funny. Because you can watch people when you're on treadmill or the elliptical, because you know they're in the back of the gym at the one we go to. Oh, you can see all kinds of things. You stand there and watch long enough. But and then that girl that was talking to Brian Sunday, I had happened to be on one of the machines, I guess the weekend before. Because I think it was the weekend. It wasn't during the week, because I don't think that guy that she was talking to comes through the week. He comes on the weekends, or that's when we see him. And he come up and he said, because she wears a sports bra most of the time with her shorts or leggings. Which, I think you should have a full shirt on. If the guys have to wear a full shirt, she should have to wear a full shirt. That's just fair to me, but whatever. So he walked up and he said, I see you got your abs out, and pokes at her. And like I said, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm doing my little exercises. And she said, well, show me yours. And I'm just sitting there and I'm thinking, people can hear you. This is not something I want to be involved in. Please don't lift your shirt up. So I was like, let me hurry up and get done with this so I can move stations and I'll have to sit here and hear this. But then she worried about if I'm a family member. Yeah. Let's move along. You don't need to be here. Blows my mind. And it's like I told Brian, I said, you have to watch, because we were talking about that girl comes in and looks for that one guy. After I started going back to gym, he was like, what is your opinion? And I said, it's this way. You have to be careful. Because women like that are looking, they don't care. They don't care about the girlfriend. They don't care about the wife. They don't care that you have someone else. They only care about themselves. And if you look like something they want, they don't care. She's whatever. But this is what I want to do, so she can go sit in the corner. Doesn't matter to them. But I said, you just have to be careful. Because you can't let women like that get too much of your attention, because then they think, oh, it's an open door. I can get more of his attention. They want to talk to you more and more and more. And that's not appropriate. You know, if you have a significant other, then that's where your attention needs to be going, not to someone that sees you once a day at the gym, you know. So, and I've told Brian before, he's more outgoing than I am. So he's going to get talked to more. It was one time, let me tell you this story. We were in Walmart back when we were still doing the grocery shopping. And he's pushing the buggy. And I'm behind him. Now, y'all know our height difference. When I get behind Brian, you cannot see me at all. I completely disappear. Well, he pulls out of the aisle, and she's coming this way, so they almost hit. And he just stops. Well, of course, I'm behind him, so I stop. And she's just standing there and kind of like pushing her buggy up, you know. And he's trying to figure out where we're going. And I said, we're going that way. I come out from around him. I said, we're going that way. And she said, see, I knew where you were going before you did. I just love it. Let me move on. Let me go to get the rest of my groceries. But it's just like, no. But I told him, I said, you have to be careful with it, because you can't give someone an opportunity. You can't open that door. And because some of them don't know when the little border, they don't know where the borderline is. Yeah. But it was funny though. Family member. Uh-huh. So anyway. That mess gets on your fingers. Now I'm clean. And my mouth's clean. Okay. Well, I hope y'all have a great rest of your Tuesday. Thank you for joining me for Tamara's Lunchbox on this Tuesday edition. I should see you tomorrow. I don't see why I wouldn't. And hopefully I make it back to the gym in the morning. Show my face again. All right, y'all have a good rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. May the peace of the Lord be with you until I see you again, and take care. Bye.